All right, welcome to Situations with Moon. And you know how you do when you get with Moon, we're in the situation room. And when you get in the situation room, we talking about things we want to talk about. We talk about things we need to talk about. And I need y'all go in that bio, hit the link. And y'all gotta go subscribe, man. I gotta get over 10,000 subscribers. I got something for y'all. Y'all gotta help me out. Go subscribe, share, go to YouTube, Spotify, everywhere, man. Apple, FM radio, go everywhere. But listen, man, this that hood takeover right here, man. We still in the trenches, man. And I got a super special guest today, man. And we got some real shit going on today. We're gonna have some real conversation for you today. You know what I'm saying? Tell the people who you are, man.
Whoa, what's up? It's your boy 9Milli, AKA the Prince of Lenchmob, AKA your favorite chocolate gangster. You heard it? That's what the ladies say. They say your favorite chocolate gangster. You heard?
Nah, for real. Tell them where we at.
Oh, we in Lenchmob. We in the heart of this shit. Southeast Ward 8. Up top, Iraq. That's where we at right now, man.
The trenches. Hey, listen. So I want people to understand who you are so they can understand the power behind your words.
Right.
I want to start from your birth.
Right.
Where you come up at? Where you from? Where you come
I
up at?
up in Lenchmob, Southeast DC, man. You heard me? It's been, you know, mama had me at 13. My daddy died in 96. You heard me? My grandmama, which is my mama, she died 6 months after my mother had me. So my mama was a baby raising a baby, you heard me? So
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Sorry to hear about your father, man. So let's get into this, because growing up as a kid, like all of us got a common, and I ask everybody this because, you know, it's important for people to see the psychological shit that we went through as kids coming out, right? Now, growing up as a child, we going back to 5, 6 years old, throwing rocks at cars, taking bikes.
Snowballs at the buses.
What's all the shit you was into, man? Because before this, now I want to say this. I want to show your bad. I want to show your worth.
Yeah.
So they can see your good and your worth. You know what I mean? So let's go where it started at.
Okay, so I mean, at the end of Keep It Gangster, I grew up, you know, unlike most niggas around to Keep It Gangster, I grew up in a sense getting bullied before I came around, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up getting bullied and shit. So I was on some scared shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't really got no big family out here to Keep It Gangster. So it's like I was the big brother of another brother, you know what I'm saying? And I grew up being scared until I came around here. When I came around here, back in them days, you heard me, like, it was really like you had to really fight for yourself in order to have a hood to back your play. So I went from getting slapped out by the ops, getting curried, you know what I'm saying, until I finally stood up one day and was like, man, I'm gonna fight whether I win or lose. And when they see, unfortunately, I beat the shit out of the nigga.
No, for real.
Yeah, you know what they say, the scared nigga.
Yeah. Turn.
Hey, look, I had to give it my mom was watching everything.
Oh no, that's
so
definitely.
I had beat the shot. I had beat the shot the dude, man. And once the hood seen that, it was like it was no more fear for me because I knew I had a whole neighborhood backing me. You know what I'm saying? Which is what we have right now. Once I knew that, there was no more fear no more. So I'm not one of them niggas who gonna tell you I grew up out the pussy a gangster.
Nah.
It ain't happen like that. But you got some of these niggas, they come on here, and not this platform, but niggas in general, they come out here like they were just super gangster all their fucking life. And they wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So I give you the real with this shit here.
Yeah.
You heard me? So, yeah, but after that, I got the hardest start. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I grew up taking people trash out for money, fucking going to the Safeway on Alabama Avenue. Pumping gas, shit like that. I was doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? I really wasn't treacherous until I started.
The snow.
Right. I hate the snow.
I hate the snow.
Cut
grass, a couple of you find something sweet, good lawnmower or something. Get you
that was my
shit. Nigga was hustling young.
Yeah, I played sports. I played sports a lot too. You know what I'm saying? Before I just football, basketball, all that shit. I even played soccer. I played soccer, baseball. I played baseball for Douglas for Douglas Pirates. You know, over there about one deuce and all that shit. 15 plays Douglas Rec. So that was I used to play baseball for them, play for Woodland Tigers.
So a lot of the artists that play sports, and I asked them what happened, they say it was their grades. They say they was like that, but their grades wasn't good enough. That's why they didn't make it. So what happened with sports? You lost your interest in sports?
No, it was just peer pressure in the streets. You understand what I'm saying? Like it wasn't nothing other than that. It wasn't I lost the interest. It's just that when you reach a certain level, if you get to a certain reputation, a level in your hood, and the odds know who you is, you can't move how you want to move no more.
Nah, for real.
So when I got to high school, we beefing 90 going north.
Nah, for real.
So all that honor roll shit, that shit went down the hill because I never hardly was in school. Because we beefing 90 going over. You gotta understand, back then, we beefing with Chopper City and 30th Street. You hear me? So we in Chopper City. Imagine being in the school, in the hood that you beefing with. You can't stay that bitch at 315.
Fish bait.
You hear me? Like, we leaving at 12.
Fish bait.
Damn near every day we leaving at 12, homie. So my grades deteriorated major. And then once I started playing with that pistol, was over with.
So, in elementary, before junior high school, elementary, what was like your musical influences? Was you listening to music in
Yeah,
elementary?
fuck around, I was listening to Cash Money.
Little
I was listening to Cash Money. That was my shit. You know, I was going to motherfucking I used to go to camp up Douglas, you heard me? And I was fucking listening to Tupac, the Still I Rise Outlaw tape. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know, I'm a little older. They be like, how the fuck you know about it? But I'm older. I'm 37, so it's a different kind of the ball game. That's my little era.
You got
you
the
heard?
both. You got
Yeah, I got the.
yeah,
You know what I'm
between
saying?
both.
Yeah, so I grew up listening to Cash Money and Tupac.
And you grew up with a young mother, so you listening to her shit.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And
right.
you ain't
But
that
to
much.
keep it gangster, my
You ain't
mama-
that much young.
To keep it gangster, my mom played a lot of go-go. If she ain't played go-go, she played R&B shit.
Keith Sweat.
Yeah, so that's why I'm a fucking R&B lover.
Tony Braxton.
That's my shit. My men will tell you when I'm riding around, no homo, no Diddy. I'm riding with them, listening to R&B. Cause when you on some real gangster shit, when you a real gangster, a real nigga who really did shit in the streets, then we want to hear all that other shit. Cause you want to soothe the soul, soothe them demons down. So you gotta listen to R&B and other shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know how true that is? I'm gonna tell you how true that is. I like pop music.
Right. Me too. That's come from being on the mountains.
Yeah. But as a kid too, they used to put
okay.
white people on the radio. You know what I'm saying? They have a hit. And I fuck with this song. And then I started liking them. And then, you know, so them being locked up,
Yeah.
sometimes you don't have a black station, right?
Right.
But what happens with me with pop music, I love the beat, I love the melody, I love the music. Sometimes I don't know what the fuck they saying. I be thinking when the song or I'm working out or I'm just like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? My mind is just like, it kind of soothes me different. So like you said, it's not a bunch of rah-rah shit going on in my head, right? So now let me tell you, let's ask this. How old was you when you jumped off the porch?
13.
13, you jumped off the porch. What you jump into?
Streets. I
Like,
jumped
what
into the
you
head
selling?
busting lane.
How you was getting your money?
I was selling drugs. Shout out to my dog TC, may he rest in peace, but that's who, he from around here. You heard me? He lost his life. But that's who winging I was up on. You know, back in them days, you couldn't just, it is now, freestyle and just sell drugs. You had to be up under a nigga or you wasn't selling no drugs. That's just how it was. Because niggas y'all age had the block. It was no young niggas had the block. We was either getting trained or getting coached on how to move the way we move now. You heard me? So I grew up under nigga TC, rest in peace to WAP, you know what I'm saying? But WAP had his own clique of youngins. And TC had his own clique of youngins. And Bunny, rest in peace to Bunny, he had his own clique of youngins. So everybody had to be up under somebody in order to get some money. You know what I'm saying? So I remember when it all started. We was gambling. I used to gamble a lot. But back then, I used to do a rack of side betting. My first $60, and you know, we're taking it way back. This is when half an ounce was $60. And you probably can go back further than me, you heard me? $60. When I won my first $60.
Yeah.
Recipe to TC, like, man, what you gonna do with your money? I said, shit, I'm about to go buy it. She said, I got some weed for you. I swear to God. He said, let me get that 60 back. I got a whole half ounce for you. I don't know how to do nothing like these niggas told me around here how to break that shit down and hustle. I ain't know how to do none of that shit, water. You hear me? So it's like, when I got a hang of it and got my first $10, bitch, I ain't look back. I just started elevating. You know what I'm saying? But my mama wasn't one of the mamas who was on drugs, who stayed out in the club all day. So I had to figure a way how to really bag up and hide it from her. So every time she'd be at work, you know, my mom used to get off at 4:30. School out at 3:15. I'm rushing to get in the house to bag up. You see what I'm saying? Like that was a light. That was a light right there. So yeah.
So And I say this to people a lot too, because when we was young, 5, 6, 7 years old, you outside playing with your friends, gunshots going off. We really ain't pay no attention to it because shit ain't for us.
Mm-hmm.
We just running around playing. But then, what's up, Brody? And then you reach the age where them shots was for you now.
Right.
How were you when them shots started being for you?
Shit, like 13, 14.
And it's sad, bro.
Yeah,
Listen,
13,
bro.
14.
And I'm gonna say this for all y'all, and I preach this to y'all. And let me explain something to y'all. It's all of us. It's not just 1 or 2 people. Y'all look at my story and be like, "Oh, that's wild. You were so young doing all this." This shit, all us,
Yeah.
bro. It ain't. It's
Yeah. It
it's
ain't just started right now,
everybody, bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was just a little bit more organized back then.
Everybody
It's
jumped
structured.
off the porch 12,
Right,
13.
right. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody started killing 13.
Yeah,
14.
fucking right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas started going to jail. So let's talk about this. So you went to jail. We're gonna get back. We're gonna get back to these shots. You went to jail.
16.
16. What was your charge?
Shoot a nigga who bullied me.
You
I
hard
caught
on
him
the
5
bullies,
years
boy.
later.
You hard on the bullies, boy.
Caught him 5 years later, homie. Caught him. Caught him 5 years later. And I don't really talk about it because it's over with. Caught him 5 years later, homie, from the opposite side. And yeah, did him something bad, but he lived though. Yeah.
You went to jail for?
Yeah.
You came home. You went back to jail.
Right.
What that was for?
Another murder. So I had 3 attempt murders, a gun charge, and I had my accident murder. Had an accident joint that I caught right here, around here. You know what I'm saying? And later on, they brought up another murder on me while I was in jail. So I beat all that and copped my accident murder. So my accident murder, I had 120 months.
10 years.
Yeah, 10 years, man. But I did more than that, though. Yeah.
So
One of the fucked up experiences I ever had in my life, homie. Accident murder, dog. That was like I didn't know what that was like.
right.
You know what I'm saying? That we know what it's like when it's done on purpose. Because there's no feelings in the war. There's no mixed feelings, no nothing. This is what it is. You heard me? But when you do something on an accident, homie, that shit feel way different.
Nah, 'cause you
Especially
can't
to
take
somebody
it
you
back.
fuck with.
You can't take it back.
Right, so I had, again, this where the morals and principles come in at. This where the OGs that before you, this where they get their credit at, when you come up under them. Because then I had to make a decision. I couldn't live with that. And I was taught no innocent kids, no innocent women, and no innocent, no males. And you ain't with it, you ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? So when I committed that accident, I turned myself in like a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't live with that. Because the field that I was in and the laws of the lands that I was in, you heard me, it wasn't prescribed for me to get away with it. Like, you got to make sure the family know the truth.
Right.
You got to own up to that. See, nowadays out here, you got people who kill innocent people and they could just walk around. I couldn't, when I know, in the hood know, see, back then you could do something around there, some stupid shit and come around here and just hang out. You couldn't come back around here no more. That was the structure back then. If you shoot somebody and you shot somebody on an accident and you think you about to come around here and bring that beef around here, nah, nigga, get the fuck from around here. Make it right,
Nah, for real.
because we get money. So we was taught not to bring unwanted attention to our block so the OGs can get some money. Because they made it safe for us around here, homie. I didn't know what it was like to be in here walking around and drive-bys and shooting shit. That was never heard of. You know what I'm saying? We would play at the fucking playground 2 in the morning, we wanted. Now shit different, homie. So my era was a little different, like how your era was a different, but we come up under y'all other generation. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all generation that learned from y'all, they taught us with. You know what I'm saying?
For real. Nah, for real.
So yeah, that was one of the worst experiences in my life, man. And not only that, I had a dude who was around here who I called my right-hand man at the time that lie on me and tell on me, you know what I'm saying? Fuck me up. Like, I'm already turning myself in. Cause they whole thing was, you heard me? They didn't want me, they wanted me for this, but they wanted me for other shit that I got away with. Or they investigated me on and they couldn't get me on. So they try to make this accident not look like an accident. Because it's like, hey, we know it's an accident, but that's not making like that. We trying to get this little nigga off the streets. You heard?
Meditate.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And he helped them out in a sense. But then he later took his statement back, and that's how I got the cop. If he never would have took his statement back, I would have lost.
They're gonna frag you because it ain't fair.
Yeah.
That bitch. Ain't no justice in that motherfucker. So let me say this to you, bro. And this is what I told y'all about. We got some real shit for y'all today. With all of the backdoor shit that's going on, all of the cruddy, slimy, bitch nigga shit that's going on out here, this man made an accident. They could have ran away from.
Right.
He could have ran away from that shit. But he felt like it was wrong. He couldn't live with this shit. And he was trying to do whatever he could do to make that right.
Right.
Even though, like, you know, we can't bring him back. So I know
Right.
you had to suffer, you know what I'm saying?
this
Like,
day, homie.
you had to suffer, bruh. And you know, I'm gonna pray for you too, bruh, because I get it, bruh.
Hey.
And like, I understand that. And to see you, when I was getting locked up for murders and when I was getting sentenced, the judge always said, you show no remorse.
Right.
But I sat in the courtroom listening to people lying on me and shit, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't even there, that's
Right.
just getting money. It's all theatric in this bitch.
Right.
All this shit made up, you know what I
Right.
mean? I'm sitting there watching this show and I'm disgusted, you know what I mean? And to hear what you went through, that's remorse.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's like what they meant. And
I
that's
got
what
the
I
person
wasn't
tatted on my
showing.
back and all that stuff.
You said something. You said when it's intentional,
Yeah, it ain't no remorse.
but every time you got locked up, there was no remorse. This time it was
Hell yeah, it hit different.
remorse.
I went through depression stages, homie. Even had a couple times suicidal thoughts. You heard me? I'm young, I don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? I know how to, like I said, I know how to handle some shit that I did on purpose. I was taught by the best when it comes to this shit. But I never did nothing on an accident. Not only just an accident, somebody who I fucked with. So it hit more bigger.
No, for real.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't just a stranger, it's somebody who I fucked with. You know what I'm saying? And that fucked me up, son. To be able to, you know, to get embarrassed all on the news, get my, like, homie fucked me up when he did that, man. You know what I'm saying? But I tried the tribulation, man, homie. It made me who I am today, but rest in peace to Ashley, homie. Real talk, man. Never a female at that. So he even more different. You know?
So how old was you when you got into music, as far as doing music?
13 when I got into music. Like I said, I grew up, my uncle and shit played in the band. You heard me? So he used to have a little studio over his house. So when we used to go over his house for the weekend, he'd be recording and shit. And no did it, we used to play on a little mic and shit, you heard me? And kick a fake little couple freestyles and shit like that. And every week, that shit was the thing to do. Until I became to like the shit. And then that's how I started elevating and taking it serious. You know? So I started off with cassette tapes. Before they had the instrumentals, you know what I'm saying? The CD instrumentals and all that, I used to rap over people. That's how far back I go, son. You heard me? So, yeah.
So now, so you doing music. I'm gonna ask you a quick question so I can go back to this. How old was you when you got your first deal?
What, 19?
19. So you started doing music at 13. At 13, I know you, okay, I sound good, but how old was you when you started feeling like, I'm the shit?
I'm the
I
shit.
got this. Like I feel like I can pay the bills with this shit now. I'm that confident I can put some shit out and do my thing. Because now you drop your big hit. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's when you felt or was you feeling it before then? You was just cooking your way up to the hit?
Yeah. I always thought I was nice, but when I felt like this could be it, when I was 31. When I came home, I'm just keep it gangster. Because I had a lot more to talk about.
Nah, for real.
A lot more experience. So
Been
then
through a
I've
lot.
been through the feds.
But then you just laid down
You know,
too.
that's what I'm saying. So when I came home and I seen the impact that I had, now I'm dealing with a whole new world, you heard me? I'm dealing with fucking Instagram. None of this shit was out before I went to jail. So now I'm learning how this shit work, touch phones and going viral. I ain't know about none of this shit, homie. You know what I'm saying? So when I got out here and seen the video I made, my first video around here was run up on the nigga. That got a little buzz. But when I dropped Toot That Booty Up, that bitch went stupid. You heard? Because I as who I am as a soldier, it was different from everybody else. So I would always be in the studio like, how the fuck can I be different? Because everybody talking about the trap. Everybody talking about killing. Everybody talking about this and that. You heard me? So it's like, what the fuck? Let's talk about the women. Because I had a lot of those. You heard me? So I was always taught by my last deal, if you get the women and the kids, you got everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I had to step outside my little comfort zone, you heard me? And I made that. Shout out to Proctor who made the beat. Toot That Booty Up. I shot a banging ass video for it. Had everybody and their mom. If anybody know in 2019, pool party was off the hinges. Everybody, mama, grandmama, niece, everybody was in that bitch. You get a chance, you go check it out on YouTube.
So let's talk about the industry a little bit, and let's talk about deals. So when you got your first deal, you ended up getting out your deal,
Now I ended up getting locked up.
and that's how you got out your
Yeah, that's
deal.
how I got out my first deal.
Right. So when you got your deal, when you got locked up, did that hurt? Was that a good thing or a bad thing? To get the deal or to be able to get out the deal?
It happened so quick, round. When I got the deal, I was already out for like 2 months after I caught another jump. So I went away. I was one of the ones that'll get out, come home, go back in, get out, come back home, go back. Like decades. Every time I get locked up, I'm decades with this shit, you heard me? So when I got locked up for my accident one, that's when I was signed. When I got locked up for my accident one, it was over. So that was 2 months after that. And I was on tour with Rich Boy at that point in time. You remember Rich Boy selling that nigga, you heard me? And yeah, I had, and the crazy part is, I ain't even supposed to have been in DC that day. But I did it because I came back to DC because one of my partners was having a party at the Bees nightclub, you heard me? And that's how that situation happened. Just me keeping my word as a gangster. Man, I would come back in town, I wasn't no Hollywood type nigga. I'm always, how you see me here, I'm street with it, you heard me? So you can see me on BET, you heard me? And back then I'll be right in the hood the next day. Or you call me, yeah, I just see you on BET, I'm gonna answer the phone. Like I wasn't one of the niggas that got big and just was on some cocky shit, you know what I'm saying? I was confident, but I wasn't cocky. And that's why to this day the hood still gonna always love it, you heard? Straight up.
So let me ask you something, because I wanna bring it back to our streets. And I'm gonna take it off our streets because it's global.
Right.
Young Thug.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about his situation?
I don't even be paying them niggas no attention.
You know, a lot of and the reason that I asked about it is because they made a lot of things puppet and people picking sides, right? But there's laws and there's rules of this shit. And sometimes people don't understand that, like, sometimes the ones closest to you let you down the most. They hurt you the most.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? But you gotta stick to the rules. You gotta stick to the law. We
Right,
can't
right.
switch up just because, right?
Right.
And a lot of these youngins that's coming up, they watch this shit and they listen to the opinions and they try to find ways to justify the bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these guys that's getting locked up, that's why they tell it.
Right.
To be honest, you know, coming from a person like you, because like I said before, we're gonna talk about all of this bad shit because we gotta get to the good shit.
Right. Later on in life, yeah.
But no, and I mean in this interview, right?
That's what I'm talking about. When I
Right.
say later on, like, yeah.
So now what I'm saying is, coming up in the streets, we kind of hypocritical in the way where we honor and value these rules in the streets, but then we try to show the kids a better way,
Right.
stir them to a better
Right,
direction, right?
Right.
But then there's the ones that's jumping in the street, right? And there's rules to this shit.
Right.
And a lot of motherfuckers is telling,
Right.
doing all of this weird shit. How you feel about it? You know what I'm saying? Because
A lot of it, but you gotta understand, a lot of these youngers ain't got no guidance. So they gonna freestyle. See, unfortunately, I don't speak on your situation, but like myself, I had real big homies who taught. And when they spoke, I shut the fuck up and listen.
They don't do that.
So you gotta understand there's a different kind of atmosphere, a different kind of world that we're living in now where everybody think they know it all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you got that type of shit going on, you're gonna have a rack of freestyle sessions. I told when I came home, niggas, everybody was playing for keeps, it was different, homie. With rules and regulations. If you wasn't from around here, nigga, you was not coming around here. That was dead. But now if you go in other niggas' neighborhoods, you see 5 different neighborhoods in one neighborhood. So how you gonna expect motherfuckers to keep it gangster when you don't even know their background? You don't know who they come up under. They freestyling.
Freestyle like a mother.
So niggas starting to fuck with niggas for the materialist and shit now. If you a scam or you scam, I scam too. Let's get some money. But he ain't got no morals and principles. You know what I'm saying? Or you the gun man, let's swap guns, then you become friends. Cause y'all was swapping guns out, you heard me? But this nigga ain't got no morals and principles. Now he around your neighborhood, around a certain amount of dudes who got morals and principles. Now you bring a motherfucker that's infested in our neighborhood. Bro, you couldn't, bro, back then, nigga, you couldn't. Bro, what's up, what? What's up? This the big homie Duckett, who I grew up under, you heard me? Shout out to Duckett. But here you couldn't, like, bro, niggas outside of this hood didn't know how this hood operated, bro. If you were from an outsider, you wouldn't know what cuss they hit when nothing. Now, niggas know how to get in and get out of this bitch. Fuck me up, son. So it was different, bro. And it hurt me more than anything, because it's like, you got niggas like myself, my nigga, who really did XYZ for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, really put in work for this shit, bro.
You know, let me tell you what they don't understand. So I come home. You know, I come up, you know how we come up, bro. I come up under some serious motherfuckers. I come up under some serious money. So I was getting some money. So my neighborhood on the map because of me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My blood, sweat, and tears in this
Right.
bitch. My times in prison getting shot and shoot, you know what I'm saying? The shit I'm going through for this motherfucker. So I do this time, I come home, this bunch of young dudes out
Right.
and they haven't experienced anything yet, but they think they know everything.
Right. Right.
I try to tell them, but they looking at me like I'm the lame. So, you know, I'm just coming home.
Right.
I got more than all of them. And I'm like, it's not making sense.
Yeah,
You know
y'all
what I'm
out
saying?
here this
Like,
long, and y'all ain't
and
got
you
nothing
know
to
every
show for it.
motherfucking thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got shit.
To show
You go
for
to
it.
them and
Right.
like, I do shit on purpose when I get around them because they street niggas in the street selling drugs. So I come around and I bring me $10. You know, I'm working hard. I ain't in the street, you know, support me, bro. I'm a good fucked up. I go to the next, give me $10, bro. I'm out here, man. Y'all
The whole time you
Fuck
just
that.
joking though.
just joking.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
you in the street.
Yeah.
You been out here all day,
Checking
every
temperatures,
day.
Yeah, yeah.
You ain't got $10. Now, let me tell you where the mind games come in. This is what they starting to do. Shit, you know, I ain't got where I get it from. Now, when I start looking at you like that, don't get offended.
Right.
Because when I got something, why you ain't hollering at me? Because you ain't got shit. Where you get it from?
Right.
Right? Fuck, I'm asking you for.
Yeah.
You ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I get it. And I said that to say this. So we're going to get to this with you. You big homie. And you you know, you've been locked up for murders, charged with shootings. You come up selling drugs. You've been a solid,
What's up, Wardy?
you know what I'm saying, soldier in the streets, 10 toes down, 100. They call you big homie, but they don't call you big homie for none of that shit. They don't call you big homie for none of the murders or none of this shit. They call you big homie because they say your kid.
Yeah, it's a different kind of ball game. And another thing is, I don't belittle the youngins. You heard me? Worldwide was out. I don't belittle the youngins. So there's another thing. A lot of these, I'm on right now. Yeah, I love you, bro. Yeah. So me personally, I don't belittle the youngins. A lot of them youngins right now, they don't listen to a lot of these older dudes because they look down on them. You heard me? And I think that's where the confusion be at. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you talk to the youngins. That's why when you out here, you see all the youngins love and grab it. And I don't be out here. But when I'm out here, my presence is felt. You heard me? real big home because I love my homies. Love my little youngins. You heard me? And they listen to a nigga.
Now they do, because they,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they know the love.
They listen, yeah, it's genuine.
They know the love, Jay.
And they know I ain't one of them niggas that's talking about some shit that a nigga done in the 90s or the early 2000s. They actually witnessed me go through shit in 2021 to beat it in 2023, so they know I'm active. I can get active. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they relate to, homie.
Right.
They relate to people who just like them, in a sense. But the thing is, like I say, man, at the end of the day, a lot of these old dudes, man, the older guys, you heard me? They gotta know how to deliver. If the delivery off, the tension gonna be off.
It is. And I'm so, I want to find the right word. I don't want to say proud. That ain't the word. I'm appreciative. Congratulate you. I'm so fucking happy to hear a real solid motherfucker stand with the youth, bruh. You know, like when I go around and I see like Psych out in the community with the
Yeah,
youth,
it's hard to say.
you know what I'm saying? Like it make me feel good because Psych was one of them little motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And for him not to turn his back and go back in the trenches with these little motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like, Mr. Watch Me Work.
Shout out to Lord Tay, yeah.
Shorty is one of the people that I could say, growing up, they tell you, you need to take that energy and channel it into the right
Fucking
shit.
right, yeah.
Shorty so...
Yeah, shit so ADHD.
But he challenged
But he
each
challenged it
into the right shit,
the part of
bruh.
the perspective, that's a fact.
Support, man, Mr. Watch Me Work, bruh.
Yeah.
Support him, support Psych, bruh. Yeah, it's
He came and seen me. He came and seen me, and I support his little smoothies, his
I bought good as
yeah,
shit.
his little ginger shots, all that shit.
Man, I bought the little smooth good as a motherfucker.
And then you know, Psych, I used to stay in Psych here, homie. Like off camera, like Psych can tell you, homie. I used to be on Psych ass, man. Because you got too much, he had too much of a huge influence, my nigga, to do anything goofy in life.
Crash out.
You heard me?
Crash
So I used
out.
to call him on some, what they? Nigga, I love you, nigga. So I'm gonna give you the real. What's up, babe? What's up, soldier? What's up, homie? I ain't nothing very calling. So I used to tell Water, like, you the ticket. Meaning that you one of the last chosen ones. So people like us, homie, you don't make it home, homie. Our story is told behind the walls. So we gotta run with that shit, and while we got our voice, because Allah put us here. So when we get here, we gotta make it count.
And you know, the thing about Psych is...
And he made it count.
The thing about
Bro,
Psych...
listen, not to cut you on Moon, on everything I stand for as a soldier, my nigga. I used to make dua and hope that he change. Even when we got into it one time, I pray for him. Because I love him that much. And my dua was answered, because now, look at it, months later, look what he doing. The shit I used to tell him on the phone to do. Shout out to Psych, man.
You know, one thing about Psych that I do know about Psych, a lot of the older guys that gave him, you know, wisdom from the heart, he value it. He value it, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something about him. When everybody was getting in his head, he was going through his changes as a man. He was trying to figure himself out. And he was wrestling with shit.
We all do.
He got a bunch of OGs in his head. He got a bunch of young. He was wrestling with shit. And
right.
you know, he went through his shit and he got it together, bro. And that's a beautiful ending. You know what I mean? That's what counts. For you to be the person that cares, how do you care for these youngins around here, man? Like, you know, why do they say you care?
Because I see a lot of me in them. You heard me? So a lot of them youngins got the heart. And when I was growing up, I had the heart, but I lacked this. I lacked the brains. It was just straight goat. Because back then, homie, we was moving on earning stripes. Because back then, Moon, I wanted to be feared more than anything in life.
Yeah.
Because I seen the respect that people got that was feared, you heard me? And I wanted to be that.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to know that by then, like, nobody ain't gonna touch my brothers.
Yeah.
Because they feared me, you heard?
Yeah, because you know what's gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah.
So
let's get that understood
I
first.
was more feared than love. You heard? And now I'm more loved than feared.
Yeah, and I, you know what I'm gonna tell you? Let me tell you something. I spent the first half of my life tearing the city down. I don't care what club, restaurant, whatever, we're gonna get your ass. That bitch
Right.
over with when we come. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm taking this time right here to build the city up. And I feel more happy and excited and more stronger than I ever did in my life. Let me tell you something about being a hypocrite. And I say this and it throw people off, right? They say, man, what side you on, the negative or the positive? You gotta pick. I ain't gotta pick shit, bro. I'll push a piece out this motherfucker. I'm trying to unite the city. You understand what I'm saying? But you can't jump in my water, bro. This late third quarter right now, I'm not playing them kind of game. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But out here, I'm doing the right thing. Get with me, bro. I'm a workhorse.
Yeah.
I work. You know what I'm saying?
Heard.
So when it come to these youth, it come to the women and the kids, I'm raised under that same law.
Right.
So while I'm over here uptown pushing these youngers, you over here over Southeast pushing these youngers, you my brother. A lot of times when I'm with the jail, people used to say, hey, come on, pray with me, Moon. You know, we brothers. And I
never understood it. What he meant by that?
I know what you trying to say, but we not brothers.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't standing on the same shit.
Yeah.
When I stand against the law, I'm demonstrating.
Right, that's a fact.
To you, it's probably crash dummy shit.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I know who the enemy is, right? I read books. I educate myself.
Right.
I see the talent in my young niggas that may not have the family or the, like you said, some of them don't have the big homies. I'm trying to promote them. I don't want nothing from you, shorty, but people need to hear you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I get behind them. You are a person that been through that motherfucking fire. And you are what they call, and there's no disrespect because they just title us, right? But it's like a functional depressant, right? Where you go through shit, it's bothering you, but you still gotta live life.
You still gotta push through it.
You still push it through, but inside,
it hurt.
It's tearing the nigga ass apart. And you can't take it out on people. You still gotta smile, and the whole time, sometimes it might be a fake smile, but you're not trying to fuck nobody else's day up.
Right.
For what you've been through, right? I respect that, homie. And, you know, at the end of the day, anything that, you know, you want to do with the youth or anything you want to do with the communities, man, I'm with you, bro. Like,
man, you know how many, not to cut your old moon round, how many people I done reached out to, man, like, on some, bro, I'm trying to be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? I take time out my little busy schedule to be a part of it because I know I have a voice, you heard me? But what I learned, and they feel, people like the gatekeeping. You heard me? What I mean by gatekeeping is some people be afraid to lose their spotlight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some people be afraid to lose their spotlight when they bring another person who they can relate to more. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, I'm gonna give you an example. For a dude that been in the Lord, you heard, locked up, did 20, let's say 20, 23 years. But the youngest that's 19, 20, they don't know who he is. So you can't sit down and really tell 80 stories to them, because they gonna be like, we wouldn't even thought about. Now you got a nigga of my caliber who, again, yeah, they was young when I went in, but they still seen me get active and at the age that they at. You know what I'm saying? They heard buku stories, so it's like, damn, the story that we heard they ain't lying about it, because we just seen them do X, Y, Z, or we done watched them go through X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? So it be like them type of dudes, they wanna, or they don't want the bad taste in their company because of who I am. You heard me? And I done heard it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't act upon it, but it's like a lot of times I done my name been a blogs for shootings and murders and all kinds of shit that they don't want, I believe, a bad taste on their nonprofit organization. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
So I'm gonna say this for you to say something. When I came home, you know, in my community, I'm known for murders. I'm known for a lot of murders as a kid, through adult. Kidnappings, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of person that'll rob a crap game or rob you for your money.
Man, you home invasion type shit.
I think it's 4,000 L up in that bitch. I'm up in there. Your ass mine. I be there waiting, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I went through all these things. When I come home, after doing all this time, I did more time than you've been living. So when I come home, these young niggas, they young, they really don't give a fuck, right? But my thing was this. I didn't come home to try to make them respect me for my past. I've been home 3 years, right? I got the documentary coming out. I got the podcast. I got the music. I got the children's books. I got the TV series we right? I got the commercial grade come out. So I've been working. I got my own apartment, my own car. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing my little cleaning shit, get making ends meet. You know what I'm saying? I pay all my bills. I don't got EBT. I don't got none of this shit. I gotta get everything out the mud. You see what I'm saying? And my whole thing is people don't do what they told, they do what they see.
Right.
And when I come home, these young dudes are like, man, that's big homie Moon, come on, man, Slim go hard as shit. But yeah, but Slim smart as shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a workhorse, I'm out this bitch working my ass off to show y'all niggas what it's like to get
much
somewhere.
more to life than that other shit. Yeah.
So now I said that to get to you to say this. You on tour.
Yeah.
You got a deal.
Right. Not right now.
But you on tour.
Yeah, I'm just on tour. Yeah, I ain't got a deal.
What's it like?
I don't want no deal.
What's it like to be on tour? And I'm asking the question as to, I'm doing music. A big artist come to me and say, man, I want you to come on my tour with me. How that work for me? Like, do I gotta pay my own way to get to every city, every show?
Nah, it depends on if he asking you, you gonna be covered. So it's coming out of his budget. So basically it's like if a nigga on tour and you a popping artist, everything coming out of my budget because I believe in you, so it's genuine. If I bring you on tour to stop coming out of my budget, then nigga, that's genuine love, that I really believe in you. Cause you're not getting paid for this shit. And you don't have to pay, because why would I tell you you come on tour with me, but you gotta pay for everything? That only makes sense. I'm losing. In a sense, you losing financially because you're not getting paid for this shit, you heard me? So if a person say that to you, they really believe in you. They really want you to experience and get your voice heard other cities and states. So that's how that shit go.
So, nah, that's
Yeah.
That's law. That's law right there.
Then if you bring other niggas, then they gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? Like if you come, you cover, but if you want to bring 4 or 5 niggas, they gotta find their own way.
Nah, that's law, because I'm paying for you for your time. They ain't got no time to
do that. Right.
Nah, that's law. So, what would you categorize your music as? Like, you know, some people say they drag, some people say that it's free car, you know, some people say they lyrical.
Yeah.
What would you categorize your music?
I'm a storyteller. Yeah, I'm a storyteller. I call my music anthem music as well. I say anthems. So like if I got a song called Blow a Bag, I'm saying the anthem to blow a bag. You know what I'm saying? I make anthem music. But this album right here is straight off storytelling my whole life, because it's my last one. So it's called, All Truth, No Lies, the retirement plan.
Last one.
So I'm done. This shit ain't cooked up what it is. Sometimes you gotta learn the business side of this shit to see that this shit ain't really what it is. So a lot of these rappers, dog, you gonna invest more than you're gonna get out of it. And you hear these dudes say, man, you don't invest in yourself just to get fucked. Because once you invest hundreds and hundreds of thousands in yourself and you get behind door number 1, you don't know what's behind door number 1. Or you get behind door number 2, it's a whole different kind of ball game. That's why you see the trend, you see the translation and the transition from when a nigga get a deal and when they got the deal.
So what's the difference from the DC music scene to the Atlanta music scene or the New York music where niggas is getting money? A lot of niggas.
The difference between us and down south, I be down south a lot, you hear me? The unity for one, you got more unity. And everybody beef everywhere they go, right? That's every city, state, they beefing. But this city right here, it was never known for music when it comes to rap.
Right.
So it's never been a spotlight on this on this city. We always known for go-go. We had our own
Atlanta
sound.
wasn't known at first. They just hopped on the scene.
Right. So, but when that person hopped on the scene, it impacted. We didn't have that one that just impacted. And it came out, everybody, like when let's say when the Outkast got on, Outkast brought somebody else on. That person brought somebody else on. So everybody was just like, yeah, we out here.
Future came from that clip
Right,
too.
right.
Yeah.
But here it's like,
Crab in the barrel.
you can't even do certain songs with niggas, homie.
Yeah.
Because you got to worry about what these niggas think.
Yeah.
I can't, bro, Wardy. I can't even take pictures with certain niggas, my nigga.
Because of other shit.
Because a nigga would think that this shit corny, my nigga. I ain't gonna say the artist's name on some real gangster shit. They like, bro, take a picture with such and such. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Dot them up. Because I gotta play chess in this game now. You got all this, man, it like I said, it ain't like it's one hood that you know another hood beefing with. They got groups now. Where you got, and I'm older than these little dudes, you heard me? But you got dudes down, you got the Foxes, you got the Z, you got all these niggas all together, and like, what the fuck?
Nah, for
So
real.
you got 6, 7, 8 different neighborhoods that's, you know what I'm saying? And if you do a song with him or if you take a picture with him, you're affiliated.
Yeah, right.
So now you gotta watch this shit, and that's why we ain't never get nowhere.
right.
So what they do is, and shout out to 37, I don't give a fuck how nobody feel, but 37 is like one of the neighborhoods that got top dogs and that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it in the hood.
And keep it in their hood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they gatekeep them peoples. You heard me, Warden?
Shout out to 37.
They gatekeep them peoples, homie.
Gears Wop. Shout out 37. 37, they definitely got some Glizzy, Shy, Jose,
Baby J-Mo,
J-Mo,
Shy Glizzy, rest in peace, and Swipe. And all these dudes, like I told you, all
Swipe. They
when I
love-
went to jail, homie, before I went to jail, homie, you know, I wasn't no Shy Glizzy, none of them when I went to jail. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know not 137 rapper. I went in 07. You know what I'm saying? So rapping wasn't even a thing. All you heard was Wale, Tabby Bonet, the Circle Boy, shout out to Wale. You heard me? Rap Not Fresh. The rap addicts, that was back then. So you know, I know what's going on.
Lil Riding Out, man.
You heard me?
Shout
Lil
out
Riding
Lil
Out.
Rap.
You heard me?
Your little ass, man. Get the fuck up out of there, man.
And then like I said, we used to perform at the Legend. Rest in peace to the Legend.
Legend.
Thursday nights, I used to do that shit, man. But that's how hard it was for us to get on. Because it wasn't a spotlight based on, they like, oh, these niggas, like, that shit corny.
Nah, for real. They go.
They're like, they go down there.
Go. Yeah.
And you know, back then, homie, that was our record deal. If you played in the band, that was our record deal. So now it's like a person that was negative trying to turn positive. They look at you as a joke. Like, man, you still gonna always be negative. So when people try to transition from go-go music to industry music, they look at it like, y'all joking.
I think we got both, and we need to take go-go with us.
No, we definitely
You know
got
what I'm
some
saying? 'Cause
talented
that's
niggas
our
in here.
shit, and they can't kill that. That's our shit, nigga. And y'all gonna crazy bitches. Your girl gonna be popping that ass naked to that motherfucker.
Man, they was playing that shit in Atlanta, Carolina. They go crazy about go-go.
I'm telling you.
In New York, I was just in New York.
Hey, you the go-go.
You heard me? I'm in New York.
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
They
make
playing
go-go
RE.
shit.
They playing RE.
Yeah,
At the
we
parade,
know.
I'm talking about at the parade though. 3 in the morning at the panic. They got the video. They see me, they playing go-go.
Yeah, no, for real. For real.
So they embrace, they know what we known for. DC in the building, they pay 9Milli, they RE start playing. Red S's. So we got
Time
an
for
impact.
rap. It's time for niggas with that rap. I ain't like, I feel like every rap artist need to do one go-go song. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it going. I feel like every rap artist need to
Quiet as cat, that's how Wale started.
Hey, every rap, we need to do one go-go
You heard
song.
me?
Keep it going, bro.
He was rapping off he definitely was
Can't let
remixing
Chuck go
and
like that,
sampling
bro.
the go-go music.
So check this out before we go, because I want you to, this coming from your kid, what you got to say to the streets, bruh, to the youth, people trying to get into music, people trying to get out the trap. Some niggas jumping in the trap, some niggas jumping back on the porch, some niggas getting off the porch, but My whole thing to you is this, and I'm gonna take the lead first.
Go ahead.
For all you guys that's doing the right thing, keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Just stay the course, believe in yourself, it's gonna work out. It's gonna get rough, bro. Some shit get rough. If you gotta deter a little bit to get back on track, just go ahead, make sure you stay on track. For y'all that's jumping off the porch, it's a different rule for you. And if you follow these rules, you're gonna stay straight. If you go against these rules, bro, it's gonna be bad for you. But this game is hard over here. 60 years for murder right now, Playboy. You got to do that, bitch. You can't point nobody out. They gonna give you 40 motherfuckers. You can tell on and come on. Can't do it. You gotta lay down and do that, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like when you jump out there, that's what you gotta do. But that's coming from me, right? But coming from another person that's a highly respected, serious motherfucker in the streets that's out here trying to get the youth the right way. And like I said, we appear to be hypocritical because of all the shit that we did.
One foot in, one foot out.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
right.
we definitely trying to make sure the youth have a better life, a better chance financially, mentally, you know, peacefully and safely.
Yeah.
What you got to say to the people, man?
So the people, again, if you trying to get into music, you heard me? My big advice was learn the business first. Because it ain't really about talent in the music industry. It's about learning the business. If you learn the business and know how they operate, then you got it. But if you coming in with talent and no brains, you're gonna lose every single time. You know what I'm saying? So what I would tell them, if you're a rapper, anything, a rapper, singer, please take time out to really learn the business side of it. You heard me? Because that's what matters the most. The record labels, the companies, they make the artists. They ain't the talent. Look at this trash shit you be hearing. That ain't talent. They know they can turn something whack into something blossoming like a flower. You heard me? It's about what that person willing to sacrifice. See, the industry want people who easy to manipulate and easy to control. If you're not that, you'll never make it. You'll never make it. If you're trying to get in the streets, homie, just understand that if you don't have a plan, whatever you got going on to stop, and you just going until you get locked up, there's no positive or success ending in that. Homie. The hardest thing for me to do, my nigga, was to leave this neighborhood and not be out here every day. That was the hardest thing for me to do, Round.
Tell my son this every day.
And you know why? Because I wondered, like, damn, is I'm gonna still get the same respect? Is I'm gonna still be who I am? But when you move in a different direction, they see you ain't faking with it, they ain't got no other choice but to respect it.
You know
what I'm saying?
Got no choice.
They ain't got no other choice but to respect it.
Real talk.
I used to be out this bitch every single day, homie. You heard me? And at the end of the day, man, it was a repeated cycle. It was a repeated cycle. So when you go older, if you don't mature, then you become a dummy. So I just tell people, man, at the end of the day, if you're gonna choose this street life, which I chose you, which I prescribe for you not to do, but if you do it, have a plan to get out.
The person that's 30, that's still acting the way he acted at 18, you just wasted 12 years.
You're the fucking way, homie.
You just wasted 12 years.
You're the fucking way, homie.
So let me ask you this before we go. Music-wise, because we talking music. We talking the city. Who you like, man? Who you think talented? Your homies, your friends, anybody in the city?
I'm gonna tell you this here. My number one dude, when it comes to this rap shit, I'm a huge fan of this nigga. His name Cadet the Living Legend, homie. This nigga is dope. Fire. I listen to him. You know, I like Lil Baby J-Mo. I like No Savage, of course. So if a nigga don't like No Savage, you just a hater. Cause even this nigga Ops listen to his music.
Nah, Shorty crank.
You heard me?
Shorty got superstar quality.
I like
Are you really a superstar?
No, that's a fact.
He's
I like
superstar.
Fat Trail too. Fat Trail dope as hell. I like his whole swag. Light Show. He gonna always be one of my top. And I had him when he was young. You heard me? When he was 14, I had him up under the wing. You heard me? So we got Cadet the Living Legend, Fat Trail, Light Show, Baby J-Mo, No Savage. I just started listening to Lil Giz Wop.
War Gentleman.
You heard? I just started listening to Homie.
I
You know,
fuck with Wop.
yeah. I just started listening to Wardy, and Wardy nice, man. Wardy nice, man. 37 got this bitch on smash. I ain't gonna hold you, rap.
And you know what's crazy?
37 got this bitch on smash.
A lot of guys, they beefing. Me, like, I work so hard, I don't know who beefing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just listen to everybody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you out the city, I'm trying to check you out, see what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
You know who else I like that I used to listen to, and I ain't gonna lie to you, dog, on my mama? I used to ride around my fucking car and listen to this nigga, and Glizzy. That nigga really can rap, homie.
now they say and first shit, he was that
Now
nigga in the
listen,
street.
I never took time out to see what was the name of the album or none of that shit. But my favorite joint, I think it is No Lion or some shit like that. Ain't no lion, a line, no lions with him and I am no feast, another one, dog. Where the fuck is he at?
Glizzy, I was just listening to a song, an older song. I forgot the name of it, but yeah, shout out to Ant, bro. He tired of this shit with the music. You know what I'm saying too, though, bro. Like, a lot of people be geeking for him to get back into the music. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, homie was
Slim be
nice.
dropping shit, little shit here and there. I seen a
Homie,
little.
I don't give a fuck with nobody. Homie nice. He really
Nah,
I
for real.
I've been doing this shit before they even was thinking about doing this shit.
I seen
So
the
I
video.
know music, homie. You heard me?
I
So
seen a video he just did. But yeah, nah, Slim, he nice with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I fuck with Ant. I fuck with Glizzy.
yeah,
I listen to shit.
and nice, man. It's was somebody else who I fuck around. I fuck with
Slim a superstar too.
oh, Situation
And
Slim.
another superstar.
Hold up, nigga,
No,
Situation Slim.
Oh, yes. Free situation.
That nigga
Free
there, and listen,
situation.
he couldn't miss when he was home, homie.
No, I
Free
listen to him
situation,
now.
Slim,
Slim like that. I listen to his whole little mix on every day. Like
He
Slim
couldn't
like that.
miss.
Shorty like that. And I'm gonna tell you something. No
And he
funny.
was super consistent.
Yeah, but listen, no funny. I could put Shorty shit on and let it go.
That's what I'm trying to tell
I
you.
could put his shit on and let it go. Shorty get down. Shorty jam.
Situation, man. That
Shorty
nigga.
know,
I don't know.
situation.
Listen, I'da
You cut me
Boy,
straight in the situation.
on some real gay shit on. I'd have slapped myself in the back of the head if I ain't say homie name. Like, homie really like that. And not because he from up here. Because when I came home,
Now he talented for real.
no, on my mom, when I came home, right? I didn't know him as situation. I mean, like, they was young when I went to jail, like 8 years old, 7 years old. So when I came home, they 25 now. You know what I'm saying? And he did 8. He did an 8-piece, you heard me? And when I heard him, like, well, who the fuck is this young? What you talking about? I didn't even know he was my cousin at this point in time. I got a contact with a little dude with D-Lo up here, you heard me? He's like, that's Situation Slim. That's Lil Quell. I didn't know him as that. I said, call him on 3-way right now. Baby. Straight like that. Big homie, call him on 3-way right now. And I gave him a blueprint on how to make an impact because how he moved was the same way I moved. So I gave him the game. Walking the club 70, 80, nigga, that was me, homie. I used to have the whole hood going to the shows. We in the club deep as shit. Nobody entourage in this city was deeper than mine. Not one. And if niggas keep it gangsta, they gonna tell you around. Nah, that nigga had everybody. From females to niggas, from Northeast, Uptown, Maryland, wherever. When I walk in on me, we deep as shit.
Nah, for real.
And he took that page out of the notebook, and I told him we all got a backer. We all got a backer. And we was backing. I used to go, they smoked too fucking much for me. I couldn't
Hey,
get
hold.
You
This
heard me?
another thing. My man don't do no drugs or
I was
alcohol.
no fucking drugs.
So y'all gotta get another one. I got so many people coming in don't do drugs, alcohol, bro. Y'all gotta give us some more respect than y'all giving us, bro.
Yeah.
So before we go, bro, we gotta get up out here, man. And
It's a pleasure, man.
I really, my thing is this, man. I want people to know every motherfucking thing you did, they ain't got nothing to use against you now. Now they gotta listen to you, bro, because you know, you speaking from the heart, you speaking from experience, you
Fact.
speaking out of love.
Right.
When you see a dude that been doing wrong all his life, and then he turn around and look at what he been through and see how things didn't have to go that way, he
Right.
can be better. Listen to that, man. You
That's a
understand?
fact.
Hey, listen, Mo.
Oh, let me tell him what I got going on now. Because we didn't told him the beginning. Before we close out, I gotta tell him now.
Tell him.
So this is what I got going on now. Besides me being on tour, this is my last album, as everybody know. My last run with the little music shit, you heard me. Right now, I got my own movie company. my own cribs, my own cars.
Check.
You heard me? I run a U-Haul company as well.
Check.
You heard me? And again, I've been in movies too. I had my first movie. I'm the first street nigga to real like had his movie from Lenchmob. And not only that, once I got the role in the movie, I put Situation Slim in the movie too. We watching in a movie theater. My shit was on the big screen. So my first movie called The Battle, that shit was there. So I'm typing in the movie industry, which is cool. But other than that, I'm just being an inspiration and motivation to people, dog. That's what I'm doing.
So your businesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
You providing services now?
Hell yeah.
So we get your services,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Whatever
yeah,
you
yeah,
got
yeah.
going.
Hit me up on Instagram at Milli, MILLI, AKA WALI _ the legend, DALEGEND. Slide in my DM if you need moving to house, office to office, apartment, hit me up. I got a mean team. We get you up out of there. Y'all need U-Hauls, y'all know where I'm at. Come holler at me. You know, a couple people then slid past the shop, see my shop, and you know, that's what we on. We just pop our credits. I don't sell no drugs, smoke drugs. When I say I'm always done with the streets, I'm always done with the streets. You heard me? So at the end of the day, a person will have to really poke the bell for me to come out of retirement and put that 4-5 jersey back on. You know what I'm saying? But me, I learned how to talk. Some niggas of your age group, when I got in the penitentiary, because it's different. They told me, boy, don't come in and turn 10 in the 30. It don't make you less of a gangster if you talk out of situation. So for all y'all out there that don't understand that logic, my nigga, it do not make you less of a gangster if you willing to talk out of situation with an opposition, homie.
Nah,
you
for
not
real.
a bitch, homie.
Nah, for real. Because
Because y'all can make some money later on in life.
Listen, I got the 4-5 jersey on now. And I'm geeking. Like, I'm geeking like shit. But I know the consequences of what, you know, it's just not me. It's people around you that love you, bro. You're going to let the whole system down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not just me. So, you know, it's like, I'm sitting here listening to you like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting on the wrong motherfucker. You said, keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nah, you ain't no bitch, bro. Let shit go, bro. Because at the end of the day, you the one gonna pay for it.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta let these dumb
Not only just that,
go.
your family is too.
Your family gonna suffer the most. Your kids, your love, everybody that love you. There's no victimless crime, bro.
Right.
When you kill him, his family gonna suffer, your family gonna suffer, you gonna suffer, everybody lost.
That's a fact.
Ill. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Any other
closing statements?
Not closing statements, money making. What else you got some other ways you trying to get some money right now?
No. Oh yeah. Man, listen.
How we gonna get that music?
Oh yeah, you go to the music. It ain't out yet, but it's about to come out next month. You hear me? It's about to come out. Shout out to Top Member. I pushed my album back because I want his to linger in the streets a lot more. So shout out to Top Member too. He was another one of my favorite rappers out there too. Top Member from East Street. But yeah, so after the music, after this shit here, I'm pretty much done with it. You hear me? Like I'm getting old, 37. You know what I'm saying? I got a daughter, I got daughters and shit. I want some other shit.
I want you to stay present in the face of the people because you're gonna continue to grow and get better and better. They need to see it, they need a guide. They need to be able to look at you. Real street nigga, bro. Hey, listen, y'all. It gotta be a route out. We only in the streets because we're in the trenches. If we was rich, we wouldn't be in the streets. Poverty, bruh. Poverty is the reason for this shit. Poverty, bruh. Niggas is robbing and killing and niggas is hungry. Niggas is trying to get you, bro. Poverty. If everybody was rich, bro, we'd be good. You know what I'm saying? And they got communities that you can move to where all of them rich. We could turn our communities into that shit. I believe it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And when you got people like him that come from these trenches, that been in them penitentiaries, that setting themselves, you know what I'm saying, that set in these streets, that ran from them police, that, you know, been wanted. Them people walking around with your picture that been through all of this shit.
Hell yeah.
And it didn't break them. At the end of the day, when you look at a real nigga, he's doing the right thing. You start out now early. You ain't gotta wait till you our age to do it. You can start out now.
Because some people don't get blessed, homie.
Some people don't get blessed.
Some people don't get blessed. So we telling y'all now, some people don't get blessed. It's different ways in life how they gonna be a real gangster. Running your household, shit like that. That's real gangster shit. Take care of your kids, that's gangster shit.
And when you get up and you pay the bills and you provide a way for your kids, your family, that's man shit.
Man shit.
When you live with your girl, y'all on public assistance, getting high all day, going outside,
That's
chilling with
anything
the
shit.
man, you ain't really
That's
looking
anything
sweet,
shit.
Playboy.
You're-
You looking goofy as fuck. You know what I mean? But listen, Lenchmob, hood takeover, we in the trenches. Get that ever fresh. Make sure you get that ever fresh. Go on that bio, hit the link, subscribe, share, call your man, call your family, tell somebody, write a letter, do anything. Get them subscribers up. This Moon, I got Millie with me right here. This the Situation Room.
Let me get my drop in, you heard me? Shout out to my dog Moon. Listen, it's your boy 9Milli, the Prince of Lenchmob, AKA your favorite chocolate gangster, you heard me? And I'm rocking and rolling, y'all stay tuned for Situation Moon. 100.
Be out.